Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this Friday edition of NMH at 1. I'm your host, Priska Agnolo, and thank you so much for joining us today. We are jumping right into our video news segments for today, and in our first video, locusts continue to wreak havoc in the Kavango regions. Our colleague Kenya Kambowe visited the Mahango field of Matheus Kasiki from Mashare village in the Kavango East region and observed how swarms of locusts destroyed his crops. He is calling on Good Samaritans to assist him with food after claiming that his harvest for this season is negatively affected by the locusts.
Happening right now. What is trying to do?
What is trying to do?
Yeah.
No, it's making to be straight, but it's not.
But why is it not getting straight?
Because it was falling down.
Okay. Is it the wind or is it the locust?
By the locust.
Okay.
Yes.
So now it won't grow anymore.
Yeah, it won't grow anymore.
Okay. So you can see how the locusts have done.
The Namibia Fish Consumption Promotion Trust shop in Ongwediva is open for customers after being closed for months due to a nationwide strike after wage negotiations. Employees who did not want to speak on camera say they have now been back at work for 2 weeks now. Tunohole Mungoba was there to compile this report. In just a short time, the Nalitungwe and Hadino Hishongwa communities in two of Windhoek's informal settlements may be celebrating the first areas to be officially declared open defecation free. This would mark a major milestone for these communities who have since 2019 embarked on community-led total sanitation work, the efforts of which may pay off soon. Watch this video to learn more about their remarkable achievement. Yana Marie Smith compiled this report.
Previously, when we were crossing here, you find that feces laying around on the ground, whereby it's so disgusting, you cannot even come and cross this riverbed. So the intervention of the CLTS and the project at large have brought these changes, whereby people are managing their waste, taking them to the dump site.
So basically what is happening in Naritungwe is that the general cleanness of the community, you can really see that it have improved. Previously, the plastic was all over toilet paper in the riverbed, but now we are so proudly to say that the community, they have really maintained an understanding of living in a clean environment. And previously, we used to have also parents that are always going to the clinic because the children would have diarrhea. But we have also realized that it have dropped.
This is the first block that is about to be declared ODF, which is a very good thing for the community, and they will take it up from there. It's a lesson to the neighborhood that please, they will emphasize, encourage the community to start building their own toilet, having facilities at their household. It's a good practice, and stop open defecation.
So basically, we have been motivating communities to address their own sanitation and hygiene needs through what we call community-led total sanitation. The toilet is only considered complete when it has a hand washing facility next to it. Then we are also looking at other requirements that have to be met for a community to be declared open defecation free. So basically today we are here in this what we call a sanitation block, just to confirm that these criteria or requirements are met.
Together with our community-led total sanitation volunteers, these are the ground guys. They work house to house, sharing information on hygiene, on sanitation, solid waste management, and all this. It's a success to me personally because I know how this area looked like. I know what kind of sanitation infrastructures were in place. And now I see people understand. They are adopting a system of managing their waste, building their own toilet, not just waiting for the government to provide toilet, and having an understanding of hygiene and how much that benefits them. I think they are very excited. It has been a very successful transformation for them. They live here. They also travel to other community. They see the difference between their block or their area and the other area. They see the kind of sanitation facilities they have, the understanding and the practice, a common practice. So I think it's going to be a moment of pride and really seeing your achievement as a community.
They'll be really proud of themselves that their energy is not wasted in vain. We hope every community that's living in an open defecation situation changes after the certification of this block.
And now moving on to our COVID-19 news. Let's look at daily averages for Namibia in terms of new cases of COVID-19 being reported. The 7-day rolling figure decreased with another 8% from 180 to 166 by the 10th of March, day 362 since the first cases were reported in the country. Cumulatively, the total number of cases in Namibia, however, still does not show a marked flattening. In the graphic for the new cases being reported per day, one can, however, see a clear downward trend. Out of Namibia's 35 health districts, 13 are still reporting averages of 5 or more cases per day. Since last Friday, Tsandi, Oshikuku, and Katima Mulilo moved off our map, but increases saw the adding of the districts of Grootfontein, Oshwarongo, and Mariental. Windhoek's average only increased from 36 to 37, and the capital continues to report the most cases, followed by Rundu district with 16 per day. Last week, Rundu's average was 21. Decreases in new cases are also being reported in Okongo, Tsumeb, Walvis Bay, and Keetmanshoop. On the other hand, increases are experienced in Oshakati, Enana, and Gobabis. The last two districts are both recording 12 cases per day, the third highest in the country. Okanja is placed fourth at a steady 11 cases per day. Do remember to stay safe this weekend. And now we move on to our dailies. The Namibian Sun reports that intra-party cracks are widening in the political opposition. Suspensions, lawsuits, and resignations are bringing back memories of how past detractors of SWAPO burned themselves to ashes. Republican reports that the SME Bank employees demand huge payouts and assistance, as is accorded the workers of the now liquidated Air Namibia. Allgemeine Zeitung reports that this year's mining focus has pointed out a gap in the approach of various mining companies. The Namibian reports that a former head of the Namibian Police's anti-money laundering unit received $350,000 Namibian from the SME Bank while investigating the bank for alleged money laundering. The New Era reports that tomorrow will officially mark a year since Namibia recorded its first ever COVID-19 case, and also when the World Health Organization officially declared the spread of the novel coronavirus as a pandemic. And moving on to the inside pages of the country's dailies. Namibian Sun reports that a total of 556 farms at an overall cost of about 2.23 billion Namibian dollars were acquired through the land reform program since its inception in 1990. The Republican reports that the Ministry of Environment and Tourism has killed 3 lions and 2 crocodiles in light of human and animal conflicts. The Allgemeine Zeitung country director of UNAIDS, Dr. Altis Wandor, had praised Namibia for successfully achieving the 90-90-90 goals. The Namibian reports that the Landless People's Movement deputy leader Henry Sebeb this week claimed that Ministry of Urban and Rural Development has started implementing SWAPO's political tactics of financially starving regional councils and local authorities, which are under opposition control. New Era reports that 3 Congolese refugees are suing the Home Affairs Ministry for threatening to deport them back to their native country and for psychological trauma, loss of income, and discrimination they suffered after they were denied refugee status in Namibia. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for today. I've been your host, Priska Anyolo, live for NMH at 1. Do have a lovely weekend ahead and please stay safe. Do stay tuned for a quick snapshot of the weather as well.